Most sports test your lungs, some test your mind, but only one pushes both to the limit. Welcome to Diving Chess, the ultimate test of strategy and stamina that's making waves around the world. Diving chess, my brainchild and proudest weird idea, was invented to make chess as physically demanding as it is mentally. I'm Etan Ilfeld and I'll be your narrator as we plunge into today's action. Here's how it works. It's standard chess. Same rules, same touch move discipline, but there's no clock. Instead, players take turns diving. When one player surfaces, the other must dive and make a move before coming back up. You can think for as long as you can hold your breath underwater. Surface without making a move? One warning. Do it again? You lose. You can dip your head to peek during your opponent's turn, but you'll be sacrificing oxygen, and you still have to dive the moment they surface. No weights or wetsuits allowed. It's a brutal test of breath control and brain power. National and international tournaments are now held every year. And today, we're jumping straight into a clash between two titans of this sport. From Poland, Michał Mazurkiewicz, standing 6'1", weighing 175 pounds and 36 years of age. Maximum dive, 2 minutes. Peak Chess Online Blitz rating, 2583. And from the UK, Alex Friedland, 6 foot tall, 145 pounds and 29 years old. Maximum dive, 1 minute. Peak Online Chess rating, 2530. These two are no strangers. Their underwater rivalry has been brewing since 2022. The score, 2-0 in favor of Mikail. But Alex is back, stronger, faster, and hungrier than ever.
I play the Mind Sports Olympiad every year, which is a really competitive collection of board games. And on the schedule they had something called diving chess, which sounds like a great time. So I went along and saw what it was about. Did pretty badly in my first few years, but it was such a good time that I just kept going and kept really enjoying playing diving chess. So after winning the World Diving Chess Championship last year, I quit my job at Facebook and I've been traveling around, visiting different European cities and playing chess, which has been a dream come true and a really great time for me. So I have a huge amount of respect for Mikail. On paper, he's a much stronger chess player than me and a much better swimmer than me. However, I've got some good plans up in mind. I think I've got some good opening preparation, which hopefully I'll get to play out today.
Diving chess actually made my life better. It motivates me to train both chess and diving. Despite having asthma and back injury, I proved myself.
Mikail isn't just a fierce competitor, he's a record breaker. In 2024, he earned a Guinness World Record by playing 16 underwater diving chess games simultaneously, losing only one game. His lungs, steel. His focus, unshakable. Alex has a mountain to climb if he's going to dethrone Mikail.
Alex is a pretty strong player. I faced him twice actually, and happily I won, but in the second game he was better. I think that it will be tough, but I'm pretty confident, so I'm gonna crush him.
Last year they both won gold.
Alex, Mikail.
Today it's a best of 3 grudge match to settle the score. And we're gonna take it one board, one breath, and one move at a time.
We're going to settle the score once and for all. Mikail, you'll be playing white. Alex, you'll be playing black for the first game. Good luck. Shake hands, gentlemen.
Good luck.
Game 1. On the left, Michał Mazurkiewicz, red and blue trunks playing white. On the right, Alex Friedland, green trunks playing black. Now that's not your grandma's chessboard. It's a custom-built diving chess set by designer Sebastian Conran. Magnetized strong enough to survive a whirlpool. And yeah, it's what all the cool nerds are asking for this Christmas. Diving chess sets available at divingchess.com. And here we go. Mikail opens with his king's pawn. Alex calmly takes his first dive and replies with a French defense. Solid, resilient, and slightly passive. They're swimming in familiar waters for now. It's hard enough to play good chess. Try doing it with no air, limited time, and someone else trying to drown your strategy. even champions start to slip. We are a few moves into the first game. Both sides have been playing pretty quickly so far, with solid and safe moves. They are finding their footing and just getting their toes wet. But you have to wonder, can Alex's stamina really match Mikail's? Look at how Mikail conserves energy. His hands move like they're gliding through silk. No wasted motion, just pure underwater grace. A few moves later, Alex stumbles and the evaluation bar on the right tilts in White's favor. It's powered by an AI that would give Magnus Carlsen nightmares. If you're not a chess grandmaster, and fun fact, there are more billionaires in the world than grandmasters, you're gonna make mistakes. But even the best crack when their lungs are burning. Mikail doesn't blink. He sees the opening and swallows the pawn. Several moves later, Mikail isn't rushing. He's simplifying and slowly tightening his grip like an octopus in swimming trunks, wrapping its tentacles. He knows that simple play can let him ride his advantage to a win. But Alex knows this as well, and he wants anything but simple. A few moves later, and Black has managed to shake things up. Things are no longer easy for Mikail. My gosh, Mikail's taking a pawn. Look at that evaluation bar, it just swung hard. Black suddenly has a massive advantage. What is going on here? Alex senses something. What's he gonna do? He moves his rook in. White's king is in check and the rook behind it is hanging. Look at that. Mikail plays fast and takes the knight. He doesn't have any options really. And Alex takes White's rook, but the eval bar bounces right back to even. Whiplash anyone? Turns out Alex missed a trick. He could have taken a pawn first with check, then grabbed the rook. No dangerous pass pawn then, just a clean win. But in the moment, he blinked. Now White can sacrifice his bishop, but his advanced pawn is going to eventually queen and be exchanged for the rook. The good news is that it's still even. Several turns later, White queens, but the rook's going to take the queen and the evaluation bar is dead center. It looks like we're heading towards a draw. Alex should be breathing a sigh of relief, but he's just trying to catch his breath. He's been underwater far more than Mikail, and the strain is starting to show. We are jumping a few moves ahead, and not much has happened. Uh-oh. Black just blundered and the eval bar isn't just leaning, it's doing a backflip for White. The AI is basically packing up Black's pieces and calling the Uber. And that's because Black is eventually forced into Zugzwang, that brutal moment in chess where every move just makes things worse. And is that a smirk on Mikail's face? He's not just holding his breath, he's doing a full-blown underwater victory lap. Mikail scoops up the pawn and the tide is unstoppable. Moments later, Mikail snags another black pawn. And that's the breaking point. White's pawns are about to surge like a tidal wave, with a queen waiting at the shore. Alex finally throwing in the towel. Nods offers the handshake. I think he's saying you played well.
What a disaster.
Oh, is he saying what a disaster?
Disappointing loss. I'm a little bit disappointed because I was certainly winning at various points. I definitely had winning chances. I got my opening threat, which I'd planned out, but got equalized very easily with Black, but unfortunately it didn't quite work out in the end. But I'm happy that I'm getting good positions, and I really feel like I can win the next game.
You know, it's always better to win the first game, so yeah, I'm motivated and I'm pretty proud of myself, like that I saw that ending variation and the opposition, which was kind of yeah, like in studies.
That was a heck of a game. It lasted 23 minutes and the numbers tell the story. Mikail spent less time underwater and made fewer mistakes. Still, it was far from one-sided. He made a major blunder, but Alex couldn't convert. Mikail edges out the win and stays undefeated in their rivalry. Welcome to PlayStrategy.org, the home for two-player board games. Dive into chess, Go, backgammon, Othello, and over 40 games you've never heard of but will totally get obsessed with. Play humans, play AIs, play to win or just to feel clever. Climb the leaderboards, and if you're bold, compete in the Mind Sports Olympiad Grand Prix. It's free to play, no ads, no nonsense, just pure delicious strategy. Play smart, play fair, play strategy. Game 2. If the weather's any clue, we're in for a storm. It started to rain on our competitors, though honestly, they'd be soaked either way. Alex is playing white, but he's never beaten Mikail. And now Mikail is just one win away from taking the match. A few moves later, it's Alex's turn, and he's stuck. He's clearly having a mid-dive crisis. He touches his knight, but can't decide where to land it. Seconds tick by. Air is running out. Finally, he swings it over to the king's side and lets go. Meanwhile, Mikail stays cool as ever. No drama, no flailing, just clean, efficient hand movements that let him hover by the board like an underwater Zen master. Later in the game, Alex has overextended himself, and his knight comes under fire. Unfortunately, he's only got one safe square to move to. He really doesn't need to think that long here. He does it, he moves, yep, and there you go. That's an ugly place to have a knight. Oh, but I think, oh wow, Mikail's playing a little too quick here. Maybe he should slow down. It feels like there might be something big. Alex pushes his pawn to protect the knight. Okay. Let's see. Wow, it looks like Mikail has a golden opportunity. If he pushes his f-pawn, it'll be protected. Let's see, it'll be protected by the other pawn, yep. And then all of the escape scores for White's knight are going to be blocked. That's going to completely sideline White's knight. That would be huge. Oh no, he moved his rook to the side. He just missed a great opportunity. The eval bar is now moved to even. No, there's no advantage anymore. And Alex, he's thinking, does he even know how lucky he is? Wow, he really dodged a bullet there. Diving chess is hard. It's not just about the moves, it's about making them while holding your breath in a giant fish tank of stress. Mikail still has an opportunity to push his f-pawn and sideline White's knight for a long time, but he misses it again. Alex's white knight finally escapes, and now it's hunting. And the eval bar shows that White clearly has the edge. Alex's white knight launches into enemy territory like a caffeinated dolphin. One move later, his knight finally strikes. It captures a pawn and suddenly Black's knight is in danger. Oh, how the tables have turned. Looks like both knights are going down in mutual destruction, but Alex emerges a pawn up with a much better endgame. Jumping a few moves ahead, Mikail's still under pressure, and he doesn't want to sit back and wait for Alex to tighten the noose. Plus, he's betting that fatigue might cause Alex to slip. And there it is! Mikail offers a pawn sacrifice. He's clearly trying to complicate things, maybe looking for a trick or two to turn the tide. Alex pauses. He's not sure what to do. I think he should avoid the bait and just push his pawn forward. But uh-oh, he takes the pawn, and those white doubled pawns, they're starting to look like they might trip over each other. But Mikail rushes it. He tosses another pawn into the fire. Mikail should have played more slowly, as the eval bar is calling his bluff in White's favor. Alex grabs the freebie with gusto. He's not just taking pawns, he's collecting them like they're Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. A rook trade and a few moves later, Alex still holds the edge. He's clearly tired, but calm, focused, stoic, like a soggy samurai wading through the final battle. Now he's the one offering a pawn, with check. But Mikail's king can't touch it, because that would open the floodgates. The other pawn would sprint down the board and crown itself queen. And these two connected white pawns, in an endgame like this, they're basically a marching band of doom. Mikail backs off with his king. He's trying to stay in front of the pawns, but he's only delaying the inevitable. A few moves later, Black's king is stranded on the edge of the board. Mikail urgently pulls back his rook to fend off a back rank mate. But Alex isn't letting up. He slides his rook forward and keeps the pressure on. It might still be raining topside, but underwater the dust has settled. The evaluation bar is clear. Black is toast. Mikail knows it. He surfaces and resigns with grace. Alex has done it! His first ever win against Mikail. Alex, congratulations. That's a hell of a thing to do.
Thank you very much.
I think it's the first time that you've beaten Mikail in diving chess.
It is. It's really nice of me.
How do you feel?
Oh, I'm so happy. So I've been preparing this opening for a while, and I've held it secretly. I haven't placed in any matches, but I've been preparing it for a big game, and today felt like the perfect opportunity to bring it out.
So you unleashed a trap.
Yes, the Makaganov anti-King's Indian, which is getting very popular these days, but it's at the cutting edge of opening theory.
All right. So, Mikail, what happened? Tell us.
We played Makaganov, which I was kind of prepared for, but I didn't know this move, knight e2. I'm not angry at myself. He played really good games, so yeah, he deserved the win, and yeah.
That was a close one. Both players posted high accuracy, and this 24-minute battle could have gone either way. Alex spent more time underwater, but that extra effort paid off. It's Alex's first ever win over Mikail, and just like that, the match is even. This is heads. Here we go. Good luck. It is heads. So, Alex, you are playing white. Mikail, you're playing black. Want to see a fair fight? Whoever wins this will settle the match. If there's a draw, we'll have to do an Armageddon game after that. So good luck. Shake hands.
Good luck.
We're all square. It's down to game 3. Winner takes all. Strap in, take a deep breath because it's about to get bumpy.
Regular chess cramping your style? Take it underwater with the official diving chess set. Magnetized to survive a whirlpool and battle-tested by champions. Dive when your opponent surfaces. No clock, just lungs. Strategy just got physical. Play wet, packs dry. Get yours at divingchess.com. Warning, may cause spontaneous tournaments at your next pool party.
We are at the beginning of the deciding game. Game 3 of this grudge match between Alex Friedland in the green trunks on the left, playing with the white pieces, and Michał Mazurkiewicz in the red and blue trunks on the right, playing with the black pieces. Let's dive into the game. Both players begin with familiar opening moves, quick, efficient, and rehearsed. They're saving their mental energy and breath for when the game breaks into unexplored territory. Notice how shallow their dives are. Minimal effort, minimal movement. No frantic hand flapping yet. Mikail, in particular, barely kicks his feet. He trains 6 days a week, swimming only with his arms to build underwater control. Alex, on the left, runs regularly, steadily building up his cardio and lung capacity. And this isn't just synchronized swimming for nerds. It's high-level opening prep. And for the chess lovers among us, Black's playing the King's Indian defense. Solid, but cramped. Later in the game, Alex with the white pieces has an attack converging on a very, very cramped black position. The problem for Mikail with the black pieces is that this white knight is not only attacking his black rook, but it's also threatening to deliver checkmate alongside white's beautifully placed queen. Mikail with the black pieces decides to give up his rook by taking a pawn with his knight. Alex cashes in and takes Mikail's powerful rook. Mikail recaptures with his queen. If Alex and Mikail continue to trade pieces, it will be Alex left with the advantage in the end. Alex with the white pieces takes a long think here before retreating with the knight and setting up a little attack on Mikail's queen and threatening checkmate in the corner. Mikail knows he needs to move the queen, and he's not quite sure where to go. Time pressure, breath pressure, opting finally to move one step to the side. For chess aficionados, there's a pretty tactic here. We'll pause a moment as Alex contemplates his options. For those playing along at home, it's a pretty nasty rook sacrifice in the center, leading to a dominating white position. That white rook looks like it's hanging, but actually, it's immune from capture. If Mikail's queen dares take it, it's checkmate in a heartbeat. And if the black pawn tries, then white's bishop swoops in and grabs the queen. and he misses it. He tucks his bishop back and plays it safe, for now. A few moves later, Mikail pushes his pawn, lunging at White's knight. He's not just attacking, he's asking for space and room to breathe. Alex's knight retreats and springs a trap. It dangles like bait, just hanging there begging to be taken. But Mikail smells trouble. Watch him, exhaling slowly, hovering with careful strokes. It's like he's waiting for the chess gods to whisper the right move. Mikail's thinking for a long time, surely running out of breath. But he holds his nerve and resists the temptation. Half a minute down just to shift the queen? That's pressure. Had he taken the bait, his other knight would have fallen to check, and just like that, both horses would be gone. Back to what actually happened in the game. Alex plays it safe, trades knights, no fireworks, just fundamentals. Both players have logged some long dives by this point, and you can see the fatigue setting in. Mikail keeps it steady, no glowy dives, just survival mode. And that lone black pawn? It's toast. Alex's rook is already eyeing it like a free snack. Alex grabs the pawn and glides into a better endgame. It's not highlight reel stuff, but hey, not every win needs to be a dunk contest. Still, don't count Mikail out. This pool's got a few more twists before it's drained. Almost 20 moves later, not much has changed. The board's still tight, the pressure's still on. It's like a chess match in a pressure cooker, 5 feet underwater. The thing about diving chess, even in a warm pool, the cold creeps in. Swimming keeps you warm, but this? Constant diving, holding your breath, bobbing up and down, it wears you down. Body heat drops, muscles tighten, focus wavers. Mikail's stamina could give him the edge if this drags on. Alex? He'll want to land a decisive blow soon, before this turns into an underwater war of attrition. Despite being slightly worse, it's Mikail who refuses to settle for a draw. He pushes his central pawn, a bold move, but one that leaves a crack in his armor. A few moves later, things get sharp. Mikail, playing black, faces a brutal dilemma. His body's tired, and if he moves his knight, his side pawn falls to White's rook. So instead he shifts his bishop and plans to push his own pawn, threatening to queen. High risk, high reward. But Alex smells blood. He calculates, cheeks puffed, bubbles rising. Then boom! Bishop takes pawn. It's a killer shot, because if black recaptures White's king snatches the knight, then just like that, Mikail's counterplay vanishes. Mikail looks like he's in shock. He's not out yet, but Mikail's on the ropes. Mikail grabs a pawn out of desperation, but it's a mirage. White's bishop strikes back in the center, and from there, black's remaining pawns are just sitting ducks. Jumping ahead a few moves, Mikail is desperate and lays one final trap. His knight lunges at the white rook, and he's not horsing around. He's baiting Alex to grab a poisoned pawn, hoping to spring a knight fork with check. But Alex hasn't come this far to fall for it. He steadies himself, eyes locked, breath slow. Like a surgeon underwater, he slides his rook to safety. Mikail sees that his trap has been diffused, and he can't believe it. No air, no fear. What you gonna do when the end is near? A few moves later, Mikail is out of options and nearly out of air. Alex has been cool, cold, and clinical. He snatches Mikail's last knight. White's material advantage is overwhelming. Mikail's final pawn is doomed. There's no stopping White from promoting. Mikail resigns gracefully. The battle is over. Alex reigns supreme.
Oh, I'm so happy. I've worked quite hard to get to this match. I've been preparing quite a lot, so I'm really happy that it all paid off today.
I feel Alex played today really good and he was better prepared than me. But then I decided to push. I made a mistake and from then on he played really good and he just crushed me.
Tell us, what's next?
So I'm going to try and win the Mind Sports Olympiad in August. I've been trying for a few years, so I'm going to start getting into training for that. And if I manage to do that, it's then full steam ahead to the Diving World Championship. And I'll try and win it outright this year. Diving chess is just a really fun hobby. It inspires me to keep playing chess, and it's also an endless source of entertaining anecdotes, and nobody can believe it's a real thing until I show them the pictures.
The grudge match is over, and Alex has proven himself at last. 3 games, 1 pool, and Alex walks away with the bragging rights.
We good, so victorious. We game, so victorious. We ready, so victorious. We reign, so victorious.
Regular chess cramping your style? Take it underwater with the official diving chess set. Magnetized to survive a whirlpool and battle-tested by champions. Dive when your opponent surfaces. No clock, just lungs. Strategy just got physical. Play wet, packs dry. Get yours at divingchess.com. Warning, may cause spontaneous tournaments at your next pool party.
Welcome to PlayStrategy.org, the home for 2-player board games. Dive into chess, Go, backgammon, Othello, and over 40 games you've never heard of but will totally get obsessed with. Play humans, play AIs, play to win or just to feel clever. Climb the leaderboards, and if you're bold, compete in the Mind Sports Olympiad Grand Prix. It's free to play, no ads, no nonsense, just pure delicious strategy. Play smart, play fair, play strategy.